Alright, what's going on everybody? It's your man Akeen and welcome to today's vlog. The Miami Dolphins have pick 8 of the 2012 NFL Draft. This team went 6-10 this season. A little bit surprising to me. They showed a little spark in a couple of games this season with Matt Moore and Reggie Bush leading the way. Both of these two players were emerging a little bit this season, particularly Reggie Bush rushing over 1,000 yards with 5 yards per carry. Now, Chad Henne's no longer with the team. He signed with the Jacksonville Jaguars, competing for the starting quarterback job against Blaine Gabbert. And the Miami Dolphins look like Matt Moore's going to get that starting nod, unless David Garrard takes over the job. David Garrard just recently signed with the Miami Dolphins, and him and Matt Moore is going to be competing at the quarterback position. But they have one key loss on that offensive side, and that's Brandon Marshall, their leading receiver, who had over 1,200 yards receiving this season. He is now signed with the Chicago Bears, rejoining with Jay Cutler from their Denver Bronco days. They're rejoining together, and now the Miami Dolphins have to fill in the void at the receiver position. Now, going back to the quarterback position, for this selection, they might even decide to reach a quarterback like Ryan Tannehill out of Texas A&M, but we will see. Sticking with the offensive side, they're looking to pick up another offensive tackle opposite of Jake Long, an all-pro offensive tackle. And one player in particular that they're looking at is Riley Rife out of Iowa. This guy could be available with this selection depending on the number 7 selection the Jacksonville Jaguars pick. They're thinking about considering it and picking up Rife for the number 7 pick. But Miami might consider picking him up if Rife is still available, but we will see. Now, heading over to the defensive side, the defense did pretty good against the run. 3rd in the league against the run, but they did pretty bad against the pass this season, belonging in the bottom half of one of the top 20 worst teams this year in the passing game. And one reason why is that they didn't really have that many good pass rushes this season. Now, Cameron Wake did lead the team with 8.5 sacks, but he needs a teammate opposite of him who could work well together. Now, one player in particular that I have in mind for this selection is Quentin Couples out of UNC. I believe it's between him and Melvin Ingram out of South Carolina. Those two players are one of my top 2 defensive ends coming into this year's NFL Draft. Now, I have the Jacksonville Jaguars picking Melvin Ingram for this selection, so I believe that Couples will be available for the Miami Dolphins, and I think they just stick with this need because he's a bigger prospect than Riley Ralph out of Iowa. But Couples is a big guy, 275 pounds at 6'4". This kid is a beast. He has the size. He's not an elite passer, but I believe with his ability and his strength, with him working together with Cameron Wake, another behemoth type player, big, bulky, muscular guys, I think they can wreak havoc in that line of scrimmage, cause problems in that backfield, and I think they can cause problems for quarterbacks in their passing game on their offensive side. Now, I believe that Quentin Couples should be available, and he should be that guy for the Miami Dolphins to help out the passing defense for this team. Now, the next time I'm going to catch you guys is tomorrow for pick 9 for this year's NFL Draft, belonging to the Carolina Panthers. Thank you for watching this vlog. From Pro Football Exclusive, I'm your man, the famous Hakeem McCall. Be easy.